back at it. This time with my man KC, aka bro. Yeah.
Case Faz.
Yeah, this was kind of we didn't plan this, it just happened. Because I got something with a special new friend I'm going to introduce to the What the Fuck But Why world, which I'm not going to get into right now, but I'm just going to get right into it and then we can bullshit, because somebody did ask me, okay, and it's a coincidence because I was watching it with Mrs. Prophet. They said, what do you think of the new Wonder Years show?
I haven't seen it.
Did you see the cast?
No.
All right, well, I have my laptop right here.
Blind reaction, let's get it.
But it's not, yeah, here we go.
This show, like, I remember the Wonder Years. I watched the Wonder Years a lot. Like, and for some reason, I never liked like the main character, but I like the show.
Okay.
Wait a second. Hold up.
Wait, no, that was...
They completely flipped the script.
I'm not scared. Hey, stop it! Hey, say you're sorry.
Man, she's tough.
I know. I dig it.
It's weird to grow up in a time when your mom and dad have to give you the police talk, or when a presidential election creates a racial divide. But it was 1968, the year I turned 12, the age of locker rooms, bullies, and girls.
My mom's making me wear pantyhose. Yuck. Yeah.
So,
12.
yeah, we're not going to watch the whole thing. Yeah, so what do you...
My initial thought, like, yeah, they went back. I don't think it needed to be I don't know why they had to remake it. Like, that could be its own show.
It's going to be hard, but try to...
I don't know why they went back. Like, why they felt they had to, like, or not go back, but remake the Wonder Years. Since they went back, and they said it takes place in 68, why can't this just be its own show? Why does it have to be? I feel like them, just right here, right now, my take on it is like, the only reason they did it to remake the Wonder Years was like, oh, hey, look, we're doing it black now. Like, we're like, ABC, yeah, we're part of like the whole woke shit. Like, I mean, even if it's not that deep, but it's like, it seemed like a good enough show. Like, if you wouldn't have said that was the Wonder Years, I wouldn't have been like, oh, it's the Wonder Years remake.
Yeah. Well,
So it's,
yeah, I know. But, like, for me, see, my issue isn't this. It's kind of like corny in a sense of like what I've been saying, that I feel like Hollywood gave up. That, like, why don't you guys just tell us, like, you're out of ideas? Let me in. Let us in, you know, because you guys don't have any more ideas.
that too.
Like, so I'm into, like for me, like, I think it's more powerful to have a show of all black people that it's original. Like Everybody Loves Chris. Or, like, instead of going back and trying to redo an already show, like, that's what we keep doing, or not we, but, like, you know, that's what the directors and writers, they keep just rewriting what we already did. We're, like, stuck, and our generation does like nostalgia. We're a very nostalgic generation, a.k.a. Mike and Resnick, who hang on Jordan's balls all day, and Barry Sanders and AI and Ken Griffey Jr. 3 people that don't have a ring. God damn it. Shout out Styles. But, oh, wait, hold on. I gotta go get a water from my fridge.
Whoa.
My new fridge.
Mr. Double fridge over here. What, you done moved up?
You want a beer, cuz?
Ballin'.
You do want a beer?
No, I just want some H2O.
Yeah, you guys, yeah.
Every man when that second fridge gets plugged in, you hear that thing, you just
Shades off, yeah, it's cool
have a
down, it's
silent
cool
moment in the garage
down.
by yourself.
Yeah, but anyways, it's not necessarily like there's the obvious. Listen, there's two ways to look at it, because you can look at it from like a narrow glass or whatever, A bad expression, but you can look at it and kind of be like, oh, well, you know, we're trying to redo, you know, like they're trying to, I can't think of the words, like they're just, yeah, like they're trying to like redo a classic to show in with like the new age. But if we're gonna keep doing this, then we're done. Everything's done. There's gonna be no more Back to Futures. There's gonna be no more Wonder Years. There's gonna be no more, or like Roseanne's when they redid the Connors. Where's the new stuff?
Everything was original. They didn't start remaking stuff till like the late '90s, like the early 2000s.
I know, and that's all we do now.
Like, I mean, some movies, but not like with the TV shows. For me, the worst thing about this was that they called it the Wonder Years. Like, and like, I get you're saying they're out of ideas.
They are. They're just out of ideas.
And is shit so woke and there's so many like walls in like when you shoot stuff? Like, can you imagine trying to shoot a show and like, what's the department called? Like, there's a two word thing for people that like they watch the show and like you can't say fuck or you can say shit. You can't say fuck.
I don't know the word, but I know
practices. But like, can you imagine that for a show nowadays?
Yeah, it's impossible. They do take
you can't do that, or you have to clear this, clear that with this.
Have to have one Asian person, one black person, one.
It's the Wonder Years, and we made it black. Like they just try to like give you no reason to like call it out. Like, are they afraid? Like,
so for me, if anybody would be like, oh, that's racist, it's like, no, I'm saying I love original black television. I love Martin. I love Fresh Prince. I love Family Matters.
What about it is the Wonder Years.
Bill Cosby. Yeah, it's kind of like, so yeah, I think
could have been its own show, especially with Don Cheadle behind it.
Yeah, it could have been its own new show. Yeah, they could have started their own legacy instead of trying to jump on something else.
And now it's like it's almost like you take some of the black out of it because you put the Wonder Years thing on it. Like it was like the fucking white suburb. Not that that's how we looked at it when we watched it, but it's like, why can't this be its own thing about whatever black kid? Like, hey, there was black nerds and everything in the white community there was in the black community. You know what I mean? But like, it doesn't have to. The Wonder Years, like, and they went back in time, making it even more original. It's almost like, did they pitch this and someone was like, yeah, we'll do it, and they stole it and just slapped his name on it? Like, did it have a different title at some point?
Dude, and then I guarantee you can't even say anything negative about it because it's a black cast, and they're going to assume, like, oh, you just don't want... It's like, no, that's not what we're saying at all.
Bulletproof it so that if that did come, like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
An American classic, you know what I mean? We showed, minority, we used all minority. Because, like, dude, the only white person in that whole edit was the kid falling out of the locker.
Yeah, so they went out of their way.
Like, yeah.
And
back in the 60s, it kind of was that. Like,
yeah.
They weren't intermingled, like, especially in schools.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But, like, yeah, I'm okay with it. But as, like, somebody who likes new shit, and it's kind of like, I've seen it. Like, you know, it's like, I don't know.
Like,
I don't.
If it came out original, it would have been more interesting. Like,
it could have been cool. It could have been, like, even a twist.
It didn't remind me anything of the Wonder Years. Like, except for maybe just, like, how they narrated it, like, when he was in the classroom.
It could have been even, like, an extension of Wonder Years. Like, even, like, I don't know. Like, even if they were going to go the Wonder Years route, like, something like...
You know, the title, like
a little bit, and then under it, like the Wonder Years, like the Johnsons, the Wonder Years, or whatever. You know, something like that is what I'm saying.
Kind of like, instead of a sequel, do the prequel type thing. Just like it's.
Dude, there's nothing inspiring out there now. I mean, I'm sure, like, and then there is good TV. For some reason, I can't get into it. It's still, to me, like, there's good shows, but to me, there's not like great like classic legendary shows. There's great shows, but not like legendary, like you're gonna watch it like 5 times. And then it's like Breaking Bad or Sopranos or The Wire or Game of Thrones.
It's been happening like, since we've been younger.
It's cookie cutter.
When we were younger, like we had HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, and like almost every show on HBO was dope. Like we had Oz and Sopranos, like everything was like, you just 6 feet under. We didn't know back then, but 6 feet under is a killer. You know what I mean? Like everything was banging, but like it's just everything gets watered down. And now like actual TV is kind of dying. So maybe that's why they did the Wonder Years, to try to bring people back to it, because you have Netflix. And dude, Netflix, like especially if you have kids, we both have kids, and like so we're always on the kid thing. Dude, they literally dropped like 10 new like fully animated kid films that aren't like straight to DVD. Like these could have been like decent films. It's like, how do you compete with that if you're just like a regular channel? Like
I know.
Just drop 10 things that everyone in the world can watch, and you're just looking at a small market.
Yeah. Well, so that's that. If anybody wants to know, and we support black shows. But we're just saying, stop fucking with the classics, and like just making it like a woke, like
Wonder Years is a super classic too.
Yeah.
For our generation at least.
And to be fair, I know like every black person I know is basically on board with like the being sick of woke shit, being sick. Like it's the white people that are offended. Black people aren't even offended. Just like comedians say all the time that they'll do stand up and they'll do a joke and like the white people like won't laugh and the black people will. And be like what the they're laughing. Relax.
The woke. That's where. Woke is the worst in the entertainment space. Like,
yeah, it's bad. But I get a lot of it. Like, all right, so I do understand going out of your way to kind of like sometimes you do have to start like crowbarring some in. So then just like not just like so it's not all white people because it can't get like that easily without noticing like wow it is all white people.
Everything's like that. Change with everything's like that.
So it's good.
It's a sensitive issue. It seems more, but like in 20 years it won't be a big deal. Like if it works, you know what I mean. If it does get that way.
Well, and why it's never ending for a good example, it's like at the Emmys there was mad people of different colors, right? There's like black people, whatever, and not one. Yeah, but then there's more white people, and then like the shows that won are good shows. Yeah. So it's and then I know. So I get it's never ending,
Maybe it's all because
for a stupid
you
Emmy.
Don't know they're not. I don't know why they're not transparent with how like they pick these awards. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like why hide? Like how do they? Because or is it just like a payoff, or do you have to like be better off? Because like why wouldn't you show like hey this is why this person won? I know. Argument done. Like,
yeah.
Or is it based on skill? Because then it's like all right, well, you have to let us pick the critics that pick the awards. Yeah. Like there's got to be some.
And they said there was like a ton of black and whatever.
Yeah, they said the nominees were full of minorities.
No,
like
the people who the judge or the people who vote. There's tons of it's not just all white people. It's like everybody. Yeah. So I don't know.
Maybe it's just like just because of the sheer numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit, I was just about to ask you something. What was I just about to ask you? Oh, dude, did you? I guess we're just kind of talking about it. Did you watch Fresh and Fit on No Jumper?
I watched like the first 10.
Yeah. Well, all I was gonna say is like one question I loved that Adam asked them was like, what's your day to day like? Like when you wake up in the morning, what do you do? Because like I'm always so curious of these like top podcasters. Like, what's your day like?
That's like their full time.
Yeah. Like, and like if anybody's familiar with No Jumper, like AD said he wakes up, takes his daughter to school, comes home, records, and then picks his daughter back up, comes back, records, and goes to the club all night. And that's basically what they all said. Like they just like record, stop, record this, go to the club, party, or
He's so weird. It's so weird to me to still be going to the club because like a lot of them are like 30 and above. Like,
I know.
It's like after. It's not saying that like being too old in the club, but like if you did it for so long, maybe if you never went out before and you started going out later, I get it. But like if you've been going out to the clubs like 18, I mean maybe that's y'all. It's just like,
dude, I just don't get it. Like, all right, let's take like AD, and for people that don't know AD, I'm gonna explain him as just like an ex-gangbanger who kind of just got off the streets and he's podcasting on like a podcast. That's a big podcast, but it's not his podcast.
He's known by everyone because his big brother is like one of the biggest people.
So he's talking about like the cars he's buying and like jewelry and diamonds, and it's like, so where is he getting all this money?
It's a recent come up, but he's
like all like the
his big brother is like one of the number one gangsters.
Like in that world, I just see like all these dudes. Like I get it, like credit cards, but they have like so much shit. Like what?
Like some with music because like
that's what I'm saying. It's always like something. But he doesn't do it though.
He's attached to artists. No, he does record music.
Oh yeah, he is. But how does he make money? Dude? Is he popular? Let's look him up.
Like there's so many. Dude, there's rappers now. Like the independent game, how you get paid now is crazy because like there's some rappers you've never heard of and they got an Instagram somewhere with stacks of cash. I'm not saying like the fake shit. Like
I love having a laptop here because I used to use it to record. Keep going, Mom. My bad.
Like the money is just like I asked that about so many. Like where are all these dudes like getting all this money? I understand there's some people renting cars and stuff. But
I know.
there's enough receipts out there that like,
tons of money, stacks like this big, like
they're buying $300,000 watches.
Yeah.
Like
I know.
more than once
and like
in a
I
month,
get it,
like-
like credit cards and like front,
Yeah.
we get it. Like I get
They
it,
still
but
don't give you that limit on a
I
credit
know.
card without some type of like collateral. Like, why would we give you that high of a thing?
know.
You know what I mean? And even still, like, the money is nuts. But AD doesn't surprise me much because he is attached to a lot of artists. So, like, he might be a reason why the dude I'm in love with the Coco T Genesis. That's like his right hand. Like, that's like his straight homie.
yeah. What'd you call him?
OT Genesis or Genesis.
Genesis.
Genesis. I don't know why I said that. It's because I was like thinking about my next point.
Yeah.
So man, that's when I edit my shit. Dude.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was just for you for your vlogging, like, do you want to do it full? Like when you go to bed, I think we've talked about this before. I don't know if you know, but when you go to bed, do you envision like I could be a full-time creator?
It's not so much.
Or what do you want? Like,
as
what's
a
your
creator for
goal?
me. Like, my goal, like, I do think of that, but it's not like, oh, I want to be a creator. That's the creator part. Like, I love creating, and that is part of the whole reason would be like, I kind of was looking at like, if I could get paid to do what I love, which is fishing, how would I do it? Like, and I'm not gonna go to professional. You have to dump hundreds of thousands of dollars and be somewhat lucky and a great angler to get paid that way. And like, or you know what I mean? A lot of people make videos or like that's not the goal why I started it, but if you know what I mean?
Yeah, keep talking.
If that the goal would be like 80% would be like, yes, I get to fish every day and create because like I love to create. Like there is like the shitty parts of editing, but I love the creating part of it. That's why it takes so long. That's why I put out like one video a month because I'm so picky because I love to create that video and it's got to be perfect. But at the same time, like it would be awesome. I could see myself like basically like 3 to 4 days out of the week, freaking straight fishing and recording, and then the other days either be editing or if I hired someone else to edit, and then the other days would be just trying to grow the brand, like working on merch or how can I like with fishing? Do I pour my own baits or try to start my own baits or you know what I mean? Do I plan trips or like those other days? Like it would just